It is the morning after. I've had some time to think about it, some time to reflect, some time to sleep. It is, I'm not 100% sure exactly how to explain it. It's, I'm kind of a bit of a loss for words. It's unusual for me. It's really, really good that we've secured the building, the future of the business. So I think I've been speaking for a little while about being masters of your own destiny, and we've always been on very short-term leases and licenses. It's been very difficult to really build our business, and we've done exceptionally well to get as far as we had with the restrictions in place, or the limitations, I should say. And now that we've bought it, it's a huge, huge step in being masters of our own destiny. We can go off and go and do the things we'd always planned. We really want to do that, but we can't because of this. Or we really want to do that, but we can't because of this. And some of that is down to investment. Some of it is down to the limitations on the actual building and what we're allowed to do because it wasn't owned by us, and just stuff like that. So it's really gonna remove the shackles and off we go, basically. So that's going to be great. Financially, it's been a good move. It was a good deal. I was very happy with the price we got the prison for, and the construction of the deal. Yes, we could have done something slightly differently, and had we had more financial support in the first instance, we probably could have got there a lot simpler. But it is what it is. That's the way we've done it, and it's going to be much, much easier for the next one. It's always that same thing, isn't it? Getting the first deal over the line is the hardest, and then it should a bit more, so it should become a lot easier in that sense. So that's good. Financially, we've been, I guess, as a business, we've had hardships, really, really hard times. 5-6 days before payroll, how are we going to make our monthly commitments? And we've done it, and that's happened many, many times over the years. Hasn't happened so much in the last few years, which has been great. And actually, in the last 18 months, and certainly the last 12, we've had a lot of money in the bank. Definitely the last year, we've had a lot of cash in the bank. And I can remember seeing at one point just going, wow, that is a big number sat in cash in the bank. And obviously, we've been building that to do the purchase. And now that we've purchased, there's a lot less cash in the bank, because most of our money now is tied up in bricks and mortar and bars. Bricks, mortar and bars. So it's not just bricks and mortar for us. We've got probably just as many bars in this place as we do bricks. So that's going to take a little bit of time just to rebuild those reserves. But in terms of an investment wise, we've got a really healthy balance sheet, which is great. We've obviously got the building, which is fantastic. And what I was saying to somebody yesterday, I was just sort of chatting to them about kind of, we've always been presenters of history. We talk about it, we describe it, we take people on a journey through it. But now we're custodians of history, and there's a real importance there that we own a building that is a big piece of British history, and that's a responsibility. So when you buy like a factory or a warehouse or a shop or something, it probably doesn't have that same balance. But when you buy something like this, a prison, a castle, something that's connected to all of our history and belongs to everybody technically because of that, I just look at it in a slightly different way. It is different, and I really believe that we are now custodians of that history, and we have a responsibility to make sure that we manage the buildings responsibly, we develop them, we look after them, we share them, we showcase them, and then everybody that comes through the door is educated on what used to happen here. They're inspired by it. And inspiration's a weird word when you come to prison, but it is about inspiration. It's about just ticking those kind of things in your head that make you go, oh my God, I never realized that. That's an inspirational piece. And there's an excitement to it as well. Oh my God, look at this place. It's like somewhere I never got to visit. So, it is about inspiring, educating, exciting, immersing people in a journey. And that's very much what we do here. And I think we do it I know we do it in a really positive way. We're very careful about what we say. We're very careful about the stories we tell. We're very true to the content material, in the sense we don't dramatize it, we don't Hollywood it, we don't play it down. What you see here and what you hear here and what you experience here is the reality of what's happened over the last 200 plus years in the prison system and what happens today. and you know, we can showcase that time and time again. So anyway, so this is quite a long video. I didn't mean it to be. There is that piece, and I'm gonna say it because I put it out there. You know, as a company, our company now is worth an awful lot more money. You know, which is good. It is a real positive step, because again, for us to grow that business and to go further and to do more things like this. I mean, we've got other stuff that we're looking at acquisition wise. Again, in the heritage and history world, there's a castle I'm looking at and some other bits and pieces that I would love to take on. So, you know, we're going to expand that portfolio, and we're going to do what we do very, very well here and expand that into other areas and follow the same ethos. So that's really exciting. And having a company that is you know, much higher in value, and literally it was with a swipe of my pen, as I was saying to the solicitors, you know, our company just accelerated in value, because the value of the actual business itself, the operating business, was very, very low because of the very slim lease length that we had, very short lease length. So therefore, it didn't have a huge value. Once we bought the building and we guaranteed the business's future, suddenly we could release the entire value of that operational company plus the actual building itself. So that gives us a huge foundation to be able to build off and use that to do the next purchases and the next investments, and gives us a platform, a foundation, as I say, to move from. So that's a really, really big weight off my mind, I think, as a CEO. Making sure, you know, that you're financially secure and stable of any company is a massive step, because once you don't have that same pressure anymore, month by month, of how to pay the bills and all those kind of things, you can really look to the future, and you can replace that stress with a different stress. So yeah, it's great. And I guess this is actually me probably reflecting properly out loud for the first time in the last, it's pretty much the last 18 hours since we completed. Today is going to be a day of phone calls, I'm sure. I'm expecting to have a conversation with the sellers shortly. I'm going to obviously have a conversation with our bank and with many other people, accountants and stuff like that, insurers, all throughout the day, just sort of chatting through, kind of getting over the line. Obviously, hopefully the congratulations, those are great conversations to have, but also what we're looking at next. And at some point, I need to go and speak to the teams and obviously let them know. So yeah, that's going to be my day, really. Hopefully a relatively positive day, but as a CEO, you never know what's going to come at you. You know, in the next 10 minutes, something drastic could come at me. And let's just hope the roof doesn't fall in. No, that's a joke. That'll be awful, wouldn't it, if suddenly the building fell in? I can't turn around because there's stuff over there on my boards that I can't show publicly. So, but yeah, that's it. And I'll put a picture up in a second so you can see it. Thank you for watching what has probably been an hour-long video. Here she is, as part of a building. I'm in it. You know, this is it. This is us. So I'm gonna go for a wander in a little while, and just I might go now. Actually, I'm just gonna go for a little wander now around the jail with my cup of tea and just take it in. So yeah, thank you very much for watching this video. It's been a journey. It's probably been a journey for you for watching it. Like I said, it's probably been an hour long, but it's been a hell of a roller coaster, a hell of a journey for me. Over the last 6 years, but certainly over the last, 2 years of constructing the deal and just building towards that day that was yesterday. But actually, it's not about yesterday. I'm very, very quickly discovering it wasn't about yesterday. It's about today and every day forwards. So that's it. Thank you very much. And yeah, come visit Shrewsbury Prison.